Hi, so you've only been watching this video for a couple of seconds round about now, and unless you've already got something else open in another tab, you've probably already noticed that I'm not wearing any makeup today. This isn't because I couldn't be bothered, it's for a gimmick. Because, as you may have noticed by the title of this video, which may or may not be a reference to a One Direction song, I haven't decided yet, the subject of today's Be Beautiful is makeup. Now, don't get me wrong, I love makeup. It's fun, I like the feeling of putting it on my face, I feel like it's an essential part of when I'm getting ready to go out. Lipsticks and eyeliners and eyeshadows are all so pretty, I love it all. But it's important to make a distinction between loving something and needing something. You as an individual need to decide whether if you wear makeup you are doing it because you want to or because you feel like you need to. Because the first is a really healthy, feminist, body confident attitude to have, and the latter is not a healthy feeling at all. I've always struggled with makeup, and I can completely understand anyone who uses it as a shield, because from the sort of 2007-ish time when I bought my first foundation from Poundland, Poundland, up until mid-2013, when I was spending a significant portion of my money on makeup, I have always used it as a way to hide my true identity from the world, like a sort of insecure Batman. After all, this is the first video I've done where I haven't deliberately put on a full face of makeup before recording. It is a scary thing to do, but you need to make a change. This is very, very important. There are a couple of questions you can ask yourself to help decide whether you're wearing makeup as a mask or as an enhancement to an already beautiful work of art. If you would ever inconvenience yourself or others by taking extra time out to put on makeup, then you may not be using it in the right way. For example, if you were late to meet your friends for lunch and you stayed at home extra time just to make sure your face was perfect. Maybe if you felt really, really horrible if you bumped into someone you knew and you weren't wearing makeup. If you put it on to do something simple like go to the local shops, not because you wanted to display it but because you'd feel naked without it. If you've answered yes to any of those, then the chances are you do not yet have a really healthy attitude towards makeup. But this is really easy to change. However, although a lot of the time in this series I am encouraging people to push themselves, really challenge themselves, this is definitely something that you should do at your own pace. Because I can understand just how horrible it will feel if you don't feel ready to be seen without makeup and you bump into someone you like or something like that. Obviously it's all in your head, but if you're not ready for that, it will not be a good thing when it happens. Instead, I would encourage really gradual steps. So I used to wear makeup even when I was staying home alone, just in case some random person, maybe the postman or a builder or something, came to the door and I had to answer it. So maybe start with making sure you never wear makeup in days when you're not planning on doing something. The next progression would be to not wear makeup when you're going to the local shops or doing something like going to the library. Basically somewhere where you can look completely casual and not have a care in the world. Next step, do it for something a little more difficult, but it's definitely a situation where you feel completely comfortable. Maybe it's school, if you don't already not wear makeup for school, or just going out with your friends somewhere quieter. Next, maybe do it to something where you're introduced to people that you haven't met before, like a family gathering that would stress you out, or a party. If you find that easy, then why don't you try taking photos of yourself genuinely with no makeup on, no filters, hashtag, and look at them and see how great they are. This can take a really, really long time, and when you get a knockback, it can feel awful. But yesterday, I had quite a busy day. I went around my area quite a lot. I bumped into my mum's friend that I hadn't met before, and I did all of this while not wearing any makeup, and I felt great for doing so. Tonight, I'm actually going out to meet some friends, and I hopefully will go as I am with my face bare, just to really push myself further. If this is a subject that interests you, then I would really recommend doing some further reading. Personally, I would recommend this book. It's Sexy Feminism by Jennifer Keishan Armstrong and Heather Wood Rudolph. Specifically chapter 6, Being a Fashionista Can Be Empowering, where they talk in great detail about why women used to wear makeup, why they do now, and how we can possibly change that. So this is a really, really good read for anyone interested in this. I think it's pretty obvious what the challenge for this video is going to be, but I'm going to state it anyway. Go out not wearing makeup. Make sure you tailor this to you. It's completely cheating to go to the local shops without makeup if you do that already. So you have to make sure it's something that you're pushing yourself to do without makeup. So like I said, I'm going to do that this evening by going into town, having dinner with my friends with a bare face. For you, it may be something as simple as staying at home all day and interacting with your family, or something as intense as going out to a club. As always, please do let me know how you get on with the challenges in the comments or on my Tumblr or Twitter, because I would really, really love to hear from you all, and any feedback is really welcome. Make sure to subscribe and check out the previous Be You Tiful videos in the series if you haven't seen them yet, and I will see you next week. Bye!